Some of my California friends have asked what I've been up to since I moved to Texas. About 3 months ago, I bought this land. It's 15 acres. This is the street view of it, what you can see from the street. And this is just the top portion of it. It goes all the way over to that tree line around the property here next door. And it goes about 1,500 feet down past all those trees and about 200 feet over this way past these trees. At one point there was a house right here, and hopefully at some point there will be another little house right there. I am not a filmmaker or a public speaker, so be patient with me. I figured it would be better to make videos about what's going on here than to try and just tell everybody. And this way my grandkids have a history of things their grandpa's gotten into. This property came with this old barn that needs to be torn down so that I can put in a new shop, probably right in its place. So I've been in the process of removing the roofing, the old metal corrugated roofing, so that I can tear the rest of the building down and probably end up burning it, because that's what they do here in Texas. I don't know how old this building is. I'm guessing at least 50 years old. It's actually pretty cool, but it's just too far gone to try to save. And I'm the guy that would try to save it, but even I recognize that it needs to go. This is a couple other old buildings here. I don't know what they were. I think this one right here used to be some sort of a garage or shop or something. And this apparently was kind of an old animal shelter of some sort. But it actually has a pair of vultures that just raised a couple chicks that left the nest recently. There's all sorts of critters on this property: deer, pigs, rabbits, too many snakes, and armadillos. The only thing that there's more of than the animals are these trees. Plenty of trees, all different kinds. I've got bodark trees. I've got mesquite trees with trumpet vines growing all over them. I've got way too many cedar trees. I don't have any pine trees, but if I did, it would look just like this. God, these things stink. Can't believe people use these in their cars. Enough about the trees for now. This is the other side of the barn, and the projects right now are still getting this metal roofing off. I think today I'm going to focus on taking care of at least a portion of this corrugated roof. I've been cutting it from below with a Sawzall, just cutting all the nails down all these boards and then sliding the roof panels off the ends and onto the ground. It's much safer than getting up on the roof and working from above, because I don't know how old this wood is and I don't know how much longer it's going to last. So even I am trying to do something somewhat safe today, at least until I can get this piled up, and then I'll burn it all down. Looks like I found some wasps that I haven't quite pissed off yet. So I think I'm going to take a break and piss them off so I can continue removing the roof that their nest is connected to. And just like that, a little over an hour later, all the roofing is gone, stacked up and out of the way. Next project is to remove this framing here and then cut these trees down and get them out of the way so that I can get access to the other half of this roof on the shed. Yesterday I finished tearing off the lean-to roof, and it took altogether about 8 hours to do. Here's part of the lumber from it. Here's the other half of the lumber, and there's the tin roof. I tried to record some of this, but I was working so fast you couldn't see what I was doing. So I'm gonna head inside now and start working on the roof panels in there, and I will slow the video down so you can see exactly what is required to get these panels off of this roof. So here we are, another day, and as you can see, all the roofing has been taken off and it is now stacked up here on the ground. It's about 4 in the afternoon, 91 degrees, 56% humidity, and I'm trying to avoid working, but I have more corrugated metal to take off of this end of the building and a couple more pieces here and there around the side. Obviously, I have already begun tearing apart the roof structure on this old barn. I wanted to try and figure out the safest way to do it before I made a video of me actually doing it. And it turns out there is no safe way to remove the old roofing framing of a barn from a ladder from underneath with a Sawzall. So I shall just continue on and hope for the best. All right. Today's the day that this thing gets burned down. It's 6:30 in the morning. Just me and the birds out here today. And hopefully by the end of the day, this will just be a pile of ash and nothing else will be burning. That's the goal. Got a couple friends coming later to get this thing going and help keep it from burning down the rest of Texas. I don't want the headline to say California man burns down Texas. So we're trying our best not to do that. Well, here we go. Here we are a couple hours later. We took off, got some lunch. I came back and stacked up a little bit of unburned stuff here in these two corners. And as you can see, the fire went well. Nothing else burned down, thank God. It was intense for about 30 minutes. Wasn't sure what was gonna happen. It was completely out of control. And luckily nothing happened. So now I get to let this all cool down and then dig a hole and bury all the ashes and start the cleanup. Here's a little bit of the aftermath of yesterday's inferno. I melted the corner of this gas can, which is half full of gas. Melted this back corner a little bit as well. Deformed everything here on the side. And melted my new DeWalt battery pack. But don't worry, it still runs. It's not a Ryobi. This is all that's left of that old barn. Just thousands of nails and ash. This thing burned so hot that it scorched these trees, which are about 40 feet away. It was crazy. Well, this seems like a good spot to stop this video. So hopefully I haven't bored you to death already. And I'll be posting another one of something else coming up soon. Thanks.